What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house!
It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordana, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordana. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that. Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities. I remember this cozy blanket.
What does it matter if some
It's
artifact
perfect.
is real? Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets. Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject. The full plate armor of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish
Instead of your
viscount.
pistol. So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace D. Oram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable. Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand. Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something. I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it. (1852), Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again. I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again. An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them. I heard a noise in the pool. Let's check it out.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here.
I imagine Goliath was surprised to find out his lady was not real.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if... A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it? I think this is what we're looking for.
We made it. So what's there?
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research. Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
When you're finished here, can we build a wigwam from the blankets? Like in the good old days? Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
I'm not sure I want to hear its horrifying, inhuman howl again. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
Extra, extra! A very British scandal. The British envoy has Interested in some Cordona news? Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Hello.
Refresh your interior. My goods will brighten up your house. Enjoy your purchase.
Nice
Come,
affordable clothes.
Merhaba.
Step right up.
It's a good day for a purchase. May your purchase bring you joy.
An excellent example of Mayan culture from Guatemala. this room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. Sharp and well balanced, it would be a pity to leave such a tool behind. I'm looking forward to learning to play it, as soon as I have some free time. Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Look at that airship. That is some view. At least something's changed since the last time we were here. I bet that toy isn't cheap.
Well, it's gorgeous. From an engineering point of view, at least. Let's take a closer look through this telescope. Led Zeppelin, 1880. Built in the name of power and glory of invaders, with the assistance of their dog, Edric Arat will be avenged. Somebody used red paint to write invaders over Great Britain and their dog over the governor's name, and then added Edric Arat will be avenged. Interesting.
What is Edric?
Not what? Who?
Did they put it there so people don't forget they are still in dear old Britain, regardless of the climate?
Either that, or it's a reminder for the locals to behave. Somebody seriously doesn't like this machinery floating above their heads.
If they mean this revenge thing, something bad. Here, grab a seat.
You even brought a book, huh?
May I have... Same as always.
You just don't give up, do you?
Oh, come on, let's get closer. We can't see anything from here.
No, too early.
So we're just going to sit here all day?
Patience, John. I have a feeling this is more than simple blackmail. We'll be close when the blackmailer leaves, and then...
Go! Oh, not a pretty sight, this. Head trauma. Fatal. Gravity is cruel like that.
What's happened?
He was stabbed several times before he fell. The shape of the wounds suggest a curved blade.
Oh my goodness. Who is it?
A key, and where there's a key, there's a lock.
Oh. Oh.
The knife is missing.
It's almost like he's dancing.
Dancing the dance macabre.
What's happened? What? Oh, who is it? Oh my goodness. Who is it?
A rather frivolous accessory for a military man. Shame it's all bloody now.
No signs of life, no pulse. I'm declaring Corporal Ridley dead.
I feel a little faint. Who is it?
Please move along. The police are on their way. Everything's under control.
Is it now? The General's own son has fallen out of the tower, and not without help, it seems. I need to inspect the scene, and quickly.
The corporal? He ordered me not to let anyone inside without telling him. But now... Wait, are you saying it's a murder? Hardly proves anything.
A brief examination of the body was enough for me to conclude that he was murdered by a blade of Ottoman origin.
You can't possibly be so certain.
Oh, I can be. The corporal suffered deep stab wounds which were inflicted with great force. They were made by a knife meant for cutting, not stabbing. A curved blade, such as an Ottoman jambir or a Gurkha kukri. I haven't seen any Gurkhas on the island, so the conclusion is quite obvious.
Amazing. You do seem more than competent. All right, go in. I'll wait here for the police.
Did you see anything suspicious?
No, sir, nothing. Corporal Ridley had to attend to some private matters upstairs. No one went in, no one came out. Oh, but that means the killer is still inside. Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'm not alone. I have my friend with me.
Your friend? You mean your gun? There's no one at...
Never mind, I'll be fine.
The killer's gone, vanished into thin air. Gonna join the Navy after all. That made Mycroft so happy, you know.
Shut up, John. This blade is a naval officer's dirk. Sharp and well cared for. The edge is covered with blood, but the tip is clean. Exactly 100 mangears. The killer didn't touch them. Can you smell the body odor, John? Someone's been hiding in here. Someone sweaty.
Unless it's a laundry chest. But then it's a different mystery altogether. The case of the vanishing sweaty pantaloons.
This cigarette is still smouldering.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ridley was attacked by his blackmailer, but before being pushed out the window, Ridley managed to wound him. The killer must still be bleeding.
Come on, let's take the rope down.
I'd rather take the stairs.
Ah, what a bore.
So what happened? Was there anyone upstairs?
No, the killer escaped. We're dealing with a carefully planned assassination. What can you tell me about the deceased?
We were from the same unit, stationed together at the barracks by the bridge, but I can't say I knew him well. Maybe someone at the barracks could tell you more.
Do you know if the corporal had any enemies? Someone who would want him dead?
No, none that I know of. But then again, there's always the Ottomans. They'd want all of us soldiers dead, I reckon.
I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry, but I've never heard of it.
Don't miss out on my unique clothes.
The barracks are off limit to civilians. The barracks are off limit to civilians.
Don't miss out on my unique... Let's pick something that suits you. Be careful with what you've taken.
You aren't here to relieve me from duty, are you? Oh well.
Excuse me, just one question.
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you. Ridley's blood is on Ottoman hands. I just know it.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'd help you if I could, but I know nothing. Ridley's blood is on Ottoman hands. I just know it.
Nice room after my own heart.
A little austere for my taste. There are scratches on the floor. The locker was moved. Being the son of a general must be difficult. Rise all the way to the top. Make me proud, son. That's quite a hefty sum. Enough to start a new life. 2 tickets to London. Would have been a very different ending for the corporal's story. Help me, please.
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer. Good heavens! You heard how the priest was butchered.
That was a rough landing.
Wow. Amazing, right?
Disturbing is more like it. Aha! A curved knife covered in fresh blood. There we go. Doubt that this eagle is purely ornamental.
Careful, Sherry. Locals aren't too... happy with what you're doing.
I'd better leave the knife here. Now is a bad time to ruffle any feathers.
Go away from it! Infidel!
Excuse me, just one question.
Ah, I know this, yeah, let me help you.
Selam. Biraz mola vereceğim.
Nice of. Let's pick something that suits you. Be careful with what you've taken.
You are expected. Quickly, coming.
My love, oh, I'm so... Who are you? Where's Mark? Answer me or I'll call for help.
You will do no such thing, Jalen. We both know it.
How do you know my name? And why are you wearing this scarf? What has happened?
A flood of questions, but I only have one answer. Mark Ridley is dead.
No, this cannot be. You're lying. Tell me you're lying.
Keep your voice down, miss. I don't have time for a lady's hysterics. Mark has been murdered, and I believe that the murderer is part of this house.
No, it was a secret. We were meeting. How could anyone find out?
The truth always comes out one way or another, but enough of this. Tell me, have you seen anything suspicious here?
No, I heard the servants talking about blood near the main entrance, but I didn't think... This is too much for me. I can't.
Why did you have to be so mean to her?
I wasn't mean. A bloody trail. Let's see where it leads. A pile of fresh clothes. How convenient. All soaked in blood. Well, a fresh shirt is as good a lead as any.
So, think you can identify the killer on the first try?
Do you doubt me?
Leave me be.
The killer is wearing a fresh shirt, remember? This chap looks like he's been rolling around in mud.
What are you staring at, you crazy woman?
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An Englishman here? Why are you wearing a dress?
I hate to interrupt you while you're struggling with your conscience. Perhaps you ought to have made peace with it before doing the deed.
My conscience is perfectly clear, Britt. Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
Indeed I do. You are the obedient son of this house. Obedient and wounded. But let me explain.
I am Osai, son of Hassan. You are on my father's property, and you better stop all this jabbering nonsense.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason to believe that you were involved in the murder of Mark Ridley.
Are you accusing me? Have you completely lost your goats? This is crazy.
Ha! Certainly no crazier than the callow way you ambushed the corporal.
What are you saying? What's all this pickled cabbage?
I'm saying, please pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. You had a strong motive to see him dead. At the heart of this crime is a woman, Jalen. I wonder who she might be to you. Your wife? Unlikely. Your sister?
Enough! Don't you dare say a word about my sister. First you sneak into my house, and now this? We'll put you down like the rabid dog you are.
I'm coming.
Too simple.
coming. Don't.
I'm coming.
Don't cry, you'll live. Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Second missed the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
I'm coming.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Eat lead.
The snuff's ready.
Too simple.
I will end you.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Can over.
You're dead.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Too simple. Don't bother moving. You've lost. It's time for you to go to prison, Azai. Come with me, and let's do so peacefully this time.
You'll regret this, Brit. Get out of my face, Brit.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, madam, I can't be of help.
Mr. Holmes, I am in no position to reprimand you, but you should know that your unwarranted intervention will cost us dearly.
I did what I had to do. The killer was brought to justice.
I didn't expect you to be so narrow-minded. You have undermined your brother's efforts, and now we will have to face the consequences.
Such is the price of law and order, Mr. Estevo. Everyone must be held accountable for their actions.
Law and order? You are clearly oblivious of the bigger picture, Mr. Holmes. There is no point in us discussing it further. I bid you good day.
You did
everything right, Sherry, no matter what Mycroft or his hen